Com 384, Lesson 1, Negotiation by Professor Ryan Gutierrez. So today we will talk about a very important topic, which is negotiation. This is important not just for school but also for life. There will be several topics for today about negotiation. The first one is we will talk about the meaning of negotiation, and then we will talk about the characteristics of negotiation. We will learn when not to negotiate, and we will summarize. First, what is the meaning of negotiation? Negotiation is a process by which two or more parties or people attempt to resolve their opposing interests. So the characteristics are there are two or more. We consider negotiation a process between individuals within groups. Second, conflict is present, that's why they must negotiate. What one wants is not necessarily what the other wants, and they must find a way to resolve this. The third characteristic of negotiation is that choice is present. Negotiation is largely a voluntary process. We negotiate because we think we can improve our outcome or result, compared with not negotiating or simply accepting what the other side offers. So those are the three characteristics of negotiation. It must be two or more, conflict must be present, and choice must be present. Now let's go to conditions when we should not be negotiating. First condition is when there is total loss. Second is when you are sold out. Third is when the demands are unethical. Fourth is when you don't care. Fifth is when there's no time. Next is when there's bad faith. Next is when waiting is necessary. And last is when you are not prepared. Now, let us talk about them one by one. So when there is a total loss, it means when you lose the farm. If you are in a situation where you could lose everything, choose other options rather than negotiate. Once again, if you are going to lose everything, choose other options rather than negotiate. When you are sold out, you're running at capacity. Don't deal. Raise your prices instead. When the demands are unethical, don't negotiate if your counterpart asks for something you cannot support because it's illegal, unethical, or morally inappropriate. For example, either paying or accepting a bribe. When your character or reputation is compromised, you lose in the long run. Fourth, when you don't care. When you don't care, if you have no stake in the outcome, don't negotiate. You have everything to lose and nothing to gain. Next is when you have no time. When you don't have time or when you're pressed for time, you may choose not to negotiate. If the time pressure works against you, you'll make mistakes. You give in too quickly, and you may fail to consider the implications of your concessions. When under the gun, you'll settle for less than you could otherwise get. If there is bad faith, when they act in bad faith, stop the negotiation with your counterpart if they show signs of acting in bad faith. If you can't trust their negotiating, you can't trust their agreement. In this case, negotiation is of little or no value. Stick to your guns and cover your position or discredit them. Next is when waiting is necessary. When waiting would improve your position, perhaps you'll have a new technology available soon. Maybe your financial situation will improve. Another opportunity may present itself. If the odds are good that you'll gain ground with delay, wait. And last is when you are not prepared. When you are not prepared, if you don't prepare, you'll think of all your best questions, responses, and concessions on the way home. Gathering your reconnaissance and rehearsing the negotiation will pay off handsomely. If you're not ready, just say no. So these are the conditions when not to negotiate. And today we talked about negotiation. What is the meaning of negotiation? What are the three characteristics? 8 conditions when not to negotiate. And this is the summary of the lesson. This is Communications 384, Lesson 1, Session 1, Negotiation with Professor Ryan Gutierrez. Thank you very much.